Now, were they trying to hijack her? Were these blacks trying to go rob her? Happening all the time in urban America. Prowling blacks go around for fun to go target white people. That's a fact. It's happening more and more.
So since the day that Charlie Kirk was killed, there have been bills and legislation proposed by elected Republicans to have streets named after Charlie Kirk and statues and monuments erected in the memory of Charlie Kirk across the U.S. And even legislation to make Charlie Kirk's birthday a national holiday. But before I get to that, I think it's only fair to let the man speak for himself.
Is this WNBA privilege? That if you're a WNBA pot-smoking black lesbian, do you get treated better than a United States Marine? Here's what's upsetting to me, Heather, is if I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? It almost creates thought patterns that are not necessarily wholesome.
I rise today as a clear recipient of affirmative action.
I hear because of action affirmative. She can't even say that. We know. It's very obvious to us that you were not smart enough to be able to get in on your own. Because, of course, the American Democrat Party wants that to happen. The American Democrat Party hates this country. They want to see it collapse. They love it when America becomes less white. They love it when America gets overwhelmed. Yeah, and the Civil Rights Act, though, let's be clear, created a beast, and that beast has now turned into an anti-white weapon. Yeah.
And there's more, but I think what's more disgusting than anything that we just heard is that you have so many people in this country that would watch that 1,000,001 times and insist that it was all just taken out of context and all just a misunderstanding. I don't see how this is someone that you give a national annual holiday to. And yet, on the day of Charlie Kirk's death, Donald Trump ordered government buildings and our military to fly their flags at half-staff. And back in September, Congress passed a bill to make that day of Charlie Kirk's birthday that year in 2025, October 14th, a national day of remembrance for Charlie Kirk. Back in March, the Department of Education hung a large banner of Charlie Kirk on the building of its headquarters in D.C., next to banners of Martin Luther King, Ben Franklin, Booker T. Washington, and it said, "Heroes in American Education." Republican lawmakers in Oklahoma introduced a bill that would require every public university in Oklahoma to construct a Charlie Kirk Memorial Plaza with a statue of Charlie Kirk, and the plaza must be constructed by March 1st, 2028, or the university will face monthly fines until they comply. And the Florida legislature passed something called House Bill 113, which would require state universities and colleges to rename local campus streets with Charlie Kirk's name or risk losing state funding if they don't comply. None of this really makes any sense considering Charlie Kirk called college a scam, openly belittled the value of a college education, and was a college dropout himself. And if that's not enough, the Republican lawmakers in several states have proposed legislation to create an annual holiday for Charlie Kirk in their state. Florida House of Representatives already passed a bill to make October 14th, Charlie Kirk's birthday, an annual day of remembrance in Florida. Kansas House of Representatives and the Senate passed a bill to make October 14th Charlie Kirk Free Speech Day in Kansas. Republicans in my state of Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee also filed legislation for an annual Charlie Kirk Day. And if it's not official holidays for Charlie Kirk, then it's renaming streets after him. Most recently, Westminster, California amended the name of a major roadway in California to Charlie Kirk Way. Hood County, Texas changed the street to Charlie Kirk Memorial Parkway. And in Florida, Sumter County, Hernando County, Marion County, Collier County, Lake County, and Walton County all renamed streets to honor Charlie Kirk. And several other counties in Florida and other states have already proposed bills to rename roads after Charlie Kirk. People are allowed to admire and respect whoever they choose, but what's happening with this Charlie Kirk stuff is much too imposing. These widespread attempts by Republicans to impose this on everybody with these public permanent memorials and holidays and roadways for this person, there's too many other people that want nothing to do with this. I mean, he was not the voice of a generation because he didn't speak for the majority of any generation and didn't resonate with the majority of any generation. He's not one of the most prolific people of our time. Outside of conservative Americans, there weren't enough people that even knew who he was before his life was taken. So none of this is honoring a great person of some kind. This is conservative propaganda and should be treated as such.